What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you my 2025 Rubik's Cube collection. And Kirby, you don't belong in there. Let's get into it. The first cube in my collection is the GAN 11M Duo. And this is the only 3x3 I own. It's a really good turning 3x3. It's 35 bucks and it's totally worth it. It is my main 3x3 and I get times of like 25 seconds on this. And that's pretty good for me. So yeah, definitely recommend this. The next cube in my collection is a 2x2. It's the GAN 251M Pro, and this is another really good cube. Turns super well. I think this is the best out of the three. There's GAN 251M Leap and Air, and then Pro, and I think this is the best one out of the three. It's got really good turning. So yeah, this is definitely a really good cube. The next cube in my collection is the GAN Scube M, and this is a really good Scube. It turns really well. Hedge slammers and sledgehammers go really well on it. So this is definitely a really good Scube where you can get fast times. So definitely recommend this one too. The next cube in my collection is the Kiwi Pyraminx cube, and this is definitely not the best Pyraminx cube. I think it's only $6, so there are definitely much better Pyraminxes. It doesn't turn that great, and if you're to buy a Pyraminx, don't buy this, but I don't usually do Pyraminx, so that's why I don't have that good of one. The next cube in my set is the Kiwi 4x4. Again, not the best 4x4. It's also like $7, so it's not that good at turning, kind of like the Pyraminx. They're both the same brand, but I didn't get an expensive one because these aren't the events that I'm maining in. So mainly I go for, as you can tell, 3x3, 2x2, and Scube because I have like expensive ones in those. My next cube is the Kiwi Megaminx. Same brand as the 4x4 and Pyraminx. Also, like $7, so not that good at turning also. And it's just a super big puzzle, and I don't really plan on especially maining in it since it's so big. So that's why it's a cheap one. But it is pretty good for a Megaminx. I mean, the corner cutting's not that good, but like once you get it lined up, it turns pretty well. Those were the WCA puzzles that I own. Now to start us off with the non-WCA puzzles that I own is the Phantom Cube. Right now it's solved. It's kind of hard to tell this, it's all black. And so I'm just going to hold my hands here and probably go into fast mode because this takes a while to heat up. Alright, I've been doing this for a minute, and as you can see the colors now. They're solved, and so yeah, that's Phantom Cubes. It depends. If you live in a hot place, it's gonna be solved. It's gonna look solved all the time. If you live in a cold place, it's gonna not be solved all the time. You have to be like in the perfect place for this to actually work. And so yeah, that's another cube on my list. The next non-WCA puzzle I own is the Lego 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I made an unboxing video about this. It is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good if you want to practice certain aspects. Like you can take off all the pieces but the white cross in the centers. Then you could practice that. But it doesn't turn that well. That's the only downside. Like the corner cutting is very bad. And so, yeah, there's another cube. The next cube I own is the Kiwi Windmill Cube. And for a windmill cube, this is actually pretty good. It can shape shift. And so yeah, I learned how to solve it. It's basically a 3x3 with just a few shapes you gotta line up. And so yeah, if you want me to make a tutorial on how to solve this, put it in the comments below. And let's move on to the next puzzle. The next puzzle I own is the Pyramorphix, and it kind of looks like one of those 1x1 Pyraminx where you could just turn this edge, but no, it turns like this. Very weird. It can shape shift, And so yeah, it can get crazy. I learned how to solve it by Tingman, so you should go check out his Pure Morphix video. It's a really good one. And let's move on to my last cube. The last cube I own is the Tower Cube, and this is a Rubik's brand cube. It's pretty good. It's fun to solve. You'd almost think of it as like two 2x2 stacked on each other, except it changes shape, so it gets crazy. And so yeah, it's a really fun cube to solve. And that is my whole cube collection. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like and subscribe.